In this video, we are going to talk about moon in the sign of Aquarius, what are the effects of it, and some secrets about moon and Aquarius. If you want to learn Vedic astrology step by step, join me on 33 days Vedic astrology bootcamp, or you can join me on my live free training. Link is in the description. This is totally free training for more than 3 hours, which will really help you to get started into Vedic astrology and will help you to understand how to read your own birth chart. Okay, so go and check out that free training. Let's talk about moon in the sign of Aquarius. What is moon? Moon is the planet of subjectivity and mind. Moon is the planet which is responsible for your decisions. And how do we take decisions? Our decisions are based on our emotions, our desires, our ability to discriminate things, likes and dislikes, our affection towards certain things, our subjective relationship with that thing. We like certain things, that's why we do certain things. We don't like to do certain things, that's why we don't do it. It's that feeling of liking or disliking things is the moon. So moon is responsible for your decision making, and your decision making is important to change your destiny. You can change your destiny with the choices you make. You can change your destiny with your free will. But the funny part is your destiny is nothing but the collective efforts of your free will of last births. Okay, so free will and so free will and destiny has a weird relationship, and moon is the link between the choices we make. Okay, events are destined, and our response to those events are the real game changer. Even if you have a challenging situation, the way you respond to it, look for any inspiring story, any great person. You will oftentimes think that great people have easy life. No, great people have the most difficult life and most challenging life. It's just that their response to their challenge makes them winner and create history. That's what the power of moon, that's what the power of mind. Okay, that's why do this exercise. Just take your moon and make it an ascendant. Let's say you have Aries ascendant, but you have moon in the sign of Leo. So make Leo as a first house. Just rotate the chart to the Leo. Once you do this, look for aspects, conjunction, nakshatra, and all these things into that moon, and that will give you an idea about what is the condition of the moon, whether it is waxing or waning, what are the aspects, whether the malefics are aspecting or benefics are aspecting, and so on. And that's how your mind is developed. That's how your mind is operating in this lifetime. Okay, so do this exercise and know more about the moon. Now, moon is also the planet which is responsible for your motherly nature. More than motherly nature, it is about your nutrition. It is about your private life. It is about the shyness and the privacy you seek in your personal life. Okay, moon is also about the fluctuations. And if you want to know more about moon, check out my separate video on moon. You will know a lot of things about moon which will blow your mind. Now, what is the sign of Aquarius? The sign of Aquarius is ruled by Saturn, is air element sign, and is a fixed sign. And now in the natural horoscope, Aquarius is in the 11th house. So it has all the qualities of the 11th house. 11th house or 11th sign is just the second last sign from the Pisces, which is the ultimate maturation sign for all the planets. That's the 12th sign. And before that, it's like, the 12th house is the house of moksha, and just before that moksha, you get the house of labha. Okay, God is saying, I will give you all the money. Do you still want me? Do you still want liberation, or you want this $1 million? Right? And now here is a catch, right? Anyways, that's a different perspective on that. But when it comes to the desires, when it comes to the 11th house things, the Aquarius sign resonates with the 11th house. The sign of Aquarius is ruled by Saturn. So it has all the qualities of the Saturn, but apart from being ruled by Saturn, it is more about the intelligence and the social qualities, which really are emphasized into this sign. Capricorn is also ruled by Saturn, but that is different. Capricorn is practical and headstrong sign, which is adamant, which is stubborn and practical and hardworking sign. On the contrary, Aquarius sign is all about letting things go, is not holding tight, but letting things go. The sign of Aquarius is the sign which is all about the genius. It's about the curiosity in one's life, and it is also about the social cause and humanity. So whenever moon comes into the sign of Aquarius, we'll talk about that, what happens when you have moon into this sign. But the sign of Aquarius now is giving you this environment of social intelligence, of scientific intelligence, and it is also giving you connectivity with the other people, with the larger organizations, with humanity as a whole. Okay, this is the ultimate sign of the society. So whatever you do in Leo, which is exactly opposite to Aquarius, right? Aquarius is the 11th sign, and 7th from it is Leo. So what is Leo? Leo is all about the self, ruled by Saturn. And what is the Aquarius? Aquarius is the society as a whole, humanity. So whatever you do in Leo will echo into your society. So whatever you do on yourself, you are working silently on yourself to become the greatest of all time in whatever you do. And now this Leo, this is the self development, this is the self, and now your success will, talk for yourself. Now people will appreciate you for all the Leo things. Okay, so always work on yourself if you want to make it big in society. The sign of Aquarius is also about the fixed nature. The fixed nature, as the name suggests, are the steadfast signs which are all about the grounding. You know, though Aquarius is connecting with a lot of people, it is also about they are comfortable within themselves and they are ready to sacrifice that. It needs confidence to let go self for the society. You need to be comfortable with yourself. You need to be okay with yourself. Okay, and that's what Aquarius does, and that's why it is successful in the social stage on the bigger platforms where collective consciousness and collective humanity is in question. Aquarius loves to operate at that level. Now, let's talk about what happens when you have moon coming into the sign of Aquarius. The planet of mind comes into the sign of intelligence. These people are natural seekers, naturally asking questions. They like to know more about things. Okay, they are not here to accept what you say. They will ask you a lot of questions. They are curious to know more about what you want to teach. Okay, if they're concerned about, if, let's say they are learning astrology, they won't believe, okay, moon in Aquarius does this. They will question everything. Why? And sometimes, they ask difficult questions because it's the curiosity of the Saturn, which is all about reality. So the moon in Aquarius is an absent-minded genius, which is always seeking and asking questions about things which he's not aware of. Now, the planet of moon is the planet of opinion and desires. So the planet of opinions comes into the sign of Aquarius, which is all about service. These people are always ready to work for other people. These people are the people who are always ready to self-sacrifice to work for humanity. So these are the people who will always work for the larger organizations because they want to bring in the change. The sign of Aquarius is ruled by Saturn, and Moon is the planet of your mind and your desires and your mindset, right? So you become humble. When you have Moon into the sign of Aquarius, it makes you humble because it really doesn't care about the ego. The sign of Aquarius is a selfless sign. So these people are humble, and that's why these people are popular in all kinds of people. When you talk with an Aquarius person, you will oftentimes feel that he is listening to you, okay? Because he is a great listener. He likes to listen to the people, and because they have a curious mind. Because Aquarius is the sign of intelligence, and more than intelligence, it is the sign of analytical skills. So these people are always analyzing things. You will get great perspectives from the person who has Moon in Aquarius, because he has altogether a different way of looking at life. Because the sign of Aquarius is co-ruled by Rahu, which is the planet of future, which is the planet of which is ahead of time, which is a futuristic planet. So it's oftentimes difficult to understand the mindset or the perspective of the Aquarian people, because they talk like 30 years ahead of their time, 50 years ahead of time. Nobody will understand what they're talking until that time comes in. That's Rahu, which is a co-ruler of Aquarius. The planet of desires comes into the sign of letting things go. And here these people somewhat become detached from all the people. This can be challenging with their families because they don't understand it, why they are behaving like this. But these people need their own space. They are like, distant from all the people. They are separate from all the people. Because the planet of mind, the planet of desires is coming into the sign which is all about detachment and letting things go. When Moon comes into the sign of Aquarius, it gives this person an ability to analyze any situation. These people are the smartest. You cannot fool these people easily because they don't trust you. Simple. They don't trust you, so you can't fool them. One more secret about Moon into the sign of Aquarius is these people have an ability to bring in certain abstract things into reality. The planet of mind comes into the sign of abstract things. So these people will bring in something and give it the words, like a Shatabisha Nakshatra, right? So yes, this is also a unique quality I have seen in Moon in Aquarius people. And when Moon comes into the sign of Aquarius, these people are the problem solvers. They will solve the problem because they will they will look from all the angles to that problem and will come up with the solution. That's the unique quality of Moon in the sign of Aquarius. So yes, this was Moon into the sign of Aquarius. If you want to know more about Vedic astrology, these two videos on your screen will help you to deep dive into Vedic astrology, sending you tons of positive energy, sending you high vibrations. See you in the next videos. Love and peace. Namaste.